Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. In today's video, I figured I would just hop on here really quick and share with you guys what I'm making for dinner. I know if you're anything like me, dinner is always a struggle, and in tonight's video I'm going to be making a chicken pot pie. I'm pretty sure I have all the things to make a chicken pot pie, or almost all the stuff. I'm going to whip it together, and every single time I post about this on my Instagram, people want to know, okay? And I do believe I have shared this recipe possibly a really long time ago in one of my vlogs on my Peanuts Plants channel. So I want to start doing on this channel what's for supper and share some of like my quick, easy meals, and this is going to be one. I wouldn't say it's like super quick, but it's so simple and easy, okay? It takes minimal effort. First thing I'm going to do is feed the baby dinner and put him in his swing and see if he'll chill out for a little bit because my husband is out mowing the grass. So I'm going to attempt to cook dinner without him being watched. Yeah. Are you getting sleepy? Yeah. No. You sleepy boy? You gonna go to sleep in that swing for a little bit so mommy can cook? Yeah. Alright, you play with your toy right now. Alright, I'm sure the lighting is gonna be crazy in here, but I'm not gonna set up my ring light. I just gotta get to it, okay? First, let me show you guys the ingredients that I'm gonna be using. One rotisserie chicken right here in this bag. I am going to be using frozen vegetables. I usually like a 16-ounce bag, but this is a little bit left over. And these are actually steamable, but I like to cook them in the pan. One onion. I'm going to see if this onion's good. It might be bad. If it is bad, I'm just not going to add it. It's fine. Besides the pie crust, this is the most important. Cream of chicken soup, but I like the cream of chicken with herbs, okay? The one with the herbs just sets it over the top and makes it taste a million times better. So trust me, get that one. The cheese that I'm going to be using is extra sharp cheddar. And then whatever kind of you can add whatever kind of seasonings you want, salt, pepper. I'm just going to add a little bit of garlic powder and a little bit of onion powder in there. And pie crust. I like this Pillsbury deep dish pie crust. This is the one that I just prefer. I do use a dish, so let me show you guys that. This is the dish that I cook it in. You don't have to use a dish if you don't have it, but I do just spray this and, you know, put the pie crust in here. So before I do anything, I'm going to turn my oven on to about in between 350 and 375. That's usually pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and let the pie crust sit out right now as it is. So what I want to do first is I am going to shred up the rotisserie chicken. So because I bought the chicken yesterday, I think it's easier to shred it if I go ahead and heat it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it completely out of here and put it on a microwave safe plate. And I am going to put this in the microwave for probably 5 minutes. Alright, so while that is going to be microwaving for 5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and chop up my onion. We're going to find out if this onion is good. One was sprouted in the bag, so the onion might not be good, but I'm going to chop the onion up. That's being a good boy. Alright. So, the chicken just got done in the microwave. I am going to grab a container because I'm not going to be using all of it. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. So I like to pluck it off and then keep the rest of it in the fridge to use for something different tomorrow. All right, so I don't use the skin. I just peel the skin off, and then I just pluck everything and put it in here, and I do just kind of shred it. Also, I didn't mention, but I did wash my hands, okay? I washed my hands before I started. So, yeah. And this is like barbecue flavored. It was the only rotisserie chickens they had. It really doesn't matter because we're not eating the skin, so it's mainly just the inside. But lemon pepper is always good. Here comes my dog. He smells it. He's like and then I continue to just stir this. You don't have to use rotisserie chicken. I personally think the rotisserie chicken tastes better, but I have just put chicken breast in the crock pot with some chicken broth, and it's totally fine that way. Totally fine. They're starting to get a little sear on them. I think that looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle in a little bit of garlic powder and onion powder right now before they're done. And you can use as much as you want, but I just like to, you know, sprinkle a little bit of each. And you can do salt and pepper. You can taste this before you put it in the pie to see if it needs anything else. I'm gonna get ready to shred some cheese. So now that the vegetables are done, I'm gonna go ahead and open up my can of soup. We're gonna go ahead and add that in right now. Also, I forgot to mention earlier, I do add a little bit of milk in there, so I grabbed that. I have the burner on really low now that the vegetables are all the way cooked. So we're gonna add our can of soup in. And I'm gonna add a little bit of milk. Probably like 1/4 cup. And I'm gonna mix all this in really good. All right, so now we're gonna add our chicken in. I'm just gonna add some in and then stir it up and see, you know, what that consistency is like. All right, that consistency looks really good. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grate some of my cheese. I'm just gonna use the cutting board that I already used so I don't dirty anything extra. And I'm just gonna go ahead and shred so let's see. It's probably about 1/2 cup worth right there. We are going to add that in to the mix. All right, so now I'm gonna take my dish. I have some olive oil spray right here. I'm just gonna do like a little light spray. And then I'm gonna open up the pie crust and we're gonna spread these babies out, okay? I'm gonna show you how I do this. All right, so since they've been sitting out, they're like, you know, kind of mushy. So I'm gonna take my first one. We're gonna go around the edge, and it's okay if it loses pieces. Let the pie crust just fall out of this pan. You can cook it in this pan if you want, but I would suggest putting another, like a pan in case it spews out, in the oven. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm putting you guys down. We're just gonna plop this in here. And the top little part, I'm just gonna mush up. I'm gonna go all the way around and just mush it up to where the crust fits the whole bowl. Like so. I like using this dish because if we have leftover, I literally just put the lid on it. That's it. I hear you, baby. All right, so I had one baby red, like it was a pretty big potato, left over from dinner last night. So I did just chop it up and add it in here. If you don't want the milk, you could add chicken broth, or if you feel like it's not like, you know, runny enough, just add a little chicken broth or milk. But that's what it looks like, and it's time to add it into the pie. So while that's in the oven, I got done plucking the rest of the chicken off of the chicken. Here it is, and this is enough to, no, my dog's wagging his tail up against the cabinet. You're not getting any right now. That's enough for me to make something tomorrow with it. I'll probably do like chicken tacos. I know people like to make chicken salad, but my husband doesn't eat chicken salad, so I'll make something that he'll eat. And I normally, while it's cooking, like to do the dishes, but baby boy needs me. Daddy's not back in yet, so we are gonna have a bottle, or I'm gonna feed him and wait for that to cook. I normally cook that for probably 30 minutes, at least until it is golden. And I did cut slits in the top of the pot pie. You want to make sure to cut slits in there so it doesn't like explode or bubble. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I didn't make it all pretty. If you really wanted to make it pretty, you could, you know, cut slices and lay it out in a certain way. I don't. I just throw it on top because we're going to be eating it anyways. So I just check on it and see when the crust is done, because all the inside is already cooked. So the crust is the only thing that's left. Are you hungry? You want to go eat? Yeah. You getting sleepy? Yeah. I'm a sleepy boy. Yes, that is my child banging a toy in the background. But I'm about to get it out of the oven. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when I take it out, because I don't have like a time to tell you. Just golden-y, okay? Golden-y. Also, I'm so short that my upper oven, I have to like come in sideways because I can't reach. So I usually get on the side like this and pull it to the front. Ooh, she pretty. She pretty. As you can see, definitely done a little bit golden on the crust, and you can tap the crust. It is cooked. Okay, I could have left it a few more minutes, but there she is. Now wait till I cut her open and show you guys. You want your pea? Is that good? You see yourself eating that little pea? Say I like peas. Peas. So good. I can't remember if I mentioned, but it's also good if you guys mince up garlic and, you know, saute that. What is this face you're making? Saute that with the onion at the beginning, and also just make sure your onion is cooked and the vegetables are cooked good. You want your onion to be like, you know, translucent. So, anywho, we're gonna go eat. Alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's What's for Supper. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Do you guys eat chicken pot pie? Are you going to try this recipe? Did you think it was simple, easy? Because honestly, you just throw everything together. I feel like it's so simple and easy, and it makes enough for leftovers. So that's good in my book, okay? Anything that we can eat the next day, I'm happy with. Alright, I'll see you guys again soon in another video. Say mwah. Say bye.